Visiting Paris on a budget, here are some tips and nuggets so you can get the most of it. Bonjour, my name is Blandine and I am a big fan of Paris on a budget, and I've lived for 80% of my life in or around Paris. We'll see what to visit, where to eat, where to stay and what is free. I will explain how to make the best of public transportation. Right now I have a big project going on, so I am on a budget too because I'm saving for this project and I still enjoy Paris in many ways. Let me share tips with you today. Let's start with what to visit. We have a lot of museums that are free, and the big ones also have a free option. Even the Eiffel Tower can be seen from the ground for free. You can go through the security and see the tower from the ground, which is very interesting. Of course, even on a budget, I will still go and climb the Eiffel Tower. You can spend a little money to go up to the second floor to start your trip with a beautiful view of Paris. And the cheapest way to go up to the second floor is by using the stairs. And the city will be gradually revealed to you as you climb the 674 steps. You'll be in the fresh air at the heart of the tower structure, and you would allow around 15 to 20 minutes per floor. Of course, you can pause on the first floor as there are museographic displays that give great explanation about the construction of the tower, and there are also places to eat, drink on the terrace in the fresh air. You can climb at your own pace and it's an easy and beautiful climb. If you would like to go up to the top, you would need to book a ticket at the bottom. You wouldn't be able to buy a ticket from the second to the top on the second floor. And the elevator from the second floor to the top is compulsory. But to be honest, it's already great to have a big view of Paris, overview of the city from the second floor. I love it. You can also have a great overview of the city from Montmartre, because Montmartre is a neighborhood that sits on a hill and it's free. That being said, the visit of the Sacré-Cœur and climbing at the top of the Sacré-Cœur is with a ticket, and it's not an easy climb, but the view is incredible. But it's a hectic climb. It's a very tight stairs with almost no windows and going in circle. Once you have the view of Paris and the Eiffel Tower checked, let's dive in the museum visits. All Paris city museums are free for everybody, for permanent collections, for regular collections. We're talking only of the museums that belong to the city, not all of the museums located in the city. And in these free museums, the regular collections are for free, but the temporary exhibits are on a ticket. For instance, Le Petit Palais Museum would be a great free museum at the bottom of the Champs-Élysées. Or Victor Hugo's house, a very famous writer, would be very interesting too. It's in the Marais, Place des Vosges. Le Musée des Archives Nationales in the Marais is a great visit too. Le Musée Carnavalet in the Marais is also a great free visit. It's very beautiful, it's huge, and it's all about the Paris history and historical home decors. It's beautiful. I love it. You can also visit l'Assemblée Nationale, which is a very beautiful place, and it's a free visit. It's a visit in an old palace. L'Assemblée Nationale is where our deputies gather. It's one chamber of the two chambers of our parliament. Le Musée Fragonard is a little museum about perfume near the opera, and it's also free. Musée Bourdelle is also free if you're a fan of sculpture, and you will see Bourdelle's own artist studio. To sum up, the best 3 museums are le Petit Palais, le musée Carnavalet, les Archives nationales et le musée Maison Victor Hugo. Now, for those museums that are on a paying visit, like the Louvre for instance, you would have 1 day that is free per month. Usually it's the first Sunday of the month, except for the Louvre. Some of these big museums have 1 first Sunday of the month free ticket entrance, only in winter months, from November to March. So maybe you would like to include the first Sunday of the month in your schedule so you can benefit from all these free museums on the first Sunday of the month. And for most of them, you can book in advance so you won't have to queue. For instance, le Musée de l'Oranger, which is very beautiful with Monet paintings, you can see it for free with a booking in advance ticket for the first Monday of the month. Same for le musée Picasso, le musée des Arts et Métiers, le musée de Cluny, which is dedicated to Middle Ages, and La Monnaie de Paris, which is a very beautiful museum dedicated to money, treasures. For those only in winter months, from November to March, they are la Conciergerie, la Sainte-Chapelle, le musée Rodin, l'Arc de Triomphe, l'Hôtel de la Marine, which is great, le musée de l'air et de l'espace au Bourget, great for teenagers, and le château de Versailles.
Dans la première moitié du XVIIe siècle, la résidence officielle du roi.
The best means of transportation for visiting the city is your feet. And you can organize your visit by quartier, by neighborhoods, so you can concentrate everything and you can do a lot of things from place to place by walking. If you were to need the subway, the metro, the bus or the RER, which is a big subway, the price would be you would need to get a pass which you can get for free online in advance. There is a ticketing revolution starting as of January 1st, 2025, aka simplified fare structures. Very simple to use. You can check it and load it, and you can buy in advance the shuttle from the airport ticket on your phone. If you tend to use it as little as possible, what you should do is get the Navigo Liberté Plus Pass. It can be used across the whole Île-de-France region, which is the whole Grand Paris area. So, if your housing is in the suburb, so it's cheaper, you can use your pass, or if you're going to Versailles Castle, you can use your pass too. So, you can travel freely with Navigo Liberté Plus without the need to purchase your tickets in advance while enjoying lower fares. So, prices per journey will be for the subway, train, RER tickets, 1.99 euros. Bus tickets would be 1.6 euros. If you have this card, this pass I was talking about, you have free connections between the subway and the buses. And trips to the airport will be charged separately. And they would cost 13 euros per journey. If you were to rent a city bike, it will cost you around 1 euros per 30 minutes. And just to let you know, if you were to need a taxi or a Uber, of course you can get a Uber, but our well-known taxi companies is called J7, so you don't get scammed. What would be your best option to do a cruise river, a Seine cruise river? It would be to take the bateau bus. And the bateau bus is like a bus, you can up on and off. I love it, I love bateau bus. What about the food? For breakfast at a local bakery, you would get a croissant and a coffee for around 3 euros, maybe 5 in the touristic places. For lunch, I would recommend to pack a picnic. I love picnics in parks or on the river banks. It's very easy to find a spot. You can buy yourself very good food or cheese at the cheese store and good bread, and here you have your meal, your picnic, fruits, and there you go for lunch. You can find homemade quiche, freshly filled baguettes, usually around 7 euros in bakeries. Often you can add a drink and a dessert for getting a deal around 10 euros, 10, 12 euros. And you can also head on to an open air market where you would get some already cooked meals for a great deal. As per the Japanese district and the Chinese district, food is very affordable there. So, for me, no breakfast, a picnic somewhere in Paris, but for dinner I would rather have a real meal in a restaurant. As per restaurant prices, I made a whole video on it, so you can check it. Good tip here, tap water in Paris is good and it's free. Even to fill up your bottle, you can go and ask anywhere normally if they are kind enough, which is normally the case, they would fill your bottle up and there you have your free water. In French you would say, bonjour, pourriez-vous remplir ma gourde s'il vous plaît? Merci. And here you have your free water. The best neighborhood to stay, I would say, would be in quiet districts with lower budget options while still being in nice neighborhoods. For instance, you can leave off the beaten track of central Paris and you'll appreciate what the city is really like of the touristic vibes. I would say the lesser known districts where I would go would be the 15th, the 17th and the 16th arrondissement, which are neighborhoods, districts, while still being very chic and bougie. Because they are related with transport and housing would be less expensive, I would also go to suburbs, nice suburbs, and for instance you can go and live at Boulogne-Billancourt or even Versailles. And of course you will have a little of commute, but very easy to do. And everything would be much cheaper. As per entertainment, the city is always entertaining. You would usually find groups playing street music on the Bank River near Le Pont Neuf, in front of the Louvre. As per street art, you can visit the whole district of street art. And as per music festivals, the official one is on June 21st, and all summer you would find jazz festivals, music festivals, classic music festivals, outside movie theaters for free. You can Google this and get the real dates on the Tourism Paris office. They will give you a full up-to-date list. To sum up, here's what I will spend on a tight budget while visiting Paris. 14 maybe 23 euros to go up to the Eiffel Tower, 26 euros from airport shuttle, 23 euros for Badobus, which is a whole day long ticket. I would budget 5 euros per breakfast, even if I don't have breakfast but I have a snack at 5 like kids. I would have a budget of 15 for lunch and 45 for dinner, and I would budget around 2 euros per day, maybe for subway tickets if it rains, or for bikes if I want to go somewhere further, or if my housing is outside of Paris. You can do outside workouts on the River Seine banks for free. Et voilà, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was useful and interesting to you, I would be thrilled if you would leave a blue thumb up, and why not subscribe. Until next time, thank you for your time. Enjoy Paris! Voilà, c'est parti parce que c'est quand même mieux quand ça enregistre. Gross, you up to the second floor. What? Oops, on se concentre. And you'll appreciate